He had a picture, a poster of her on his wall. And at the time, like, internet's not like it was today, right? So that was like, that was some gold.
I think he might have gone downhill. Like, I don't think he's cute now to this day.
Yeah, interesting.
I definitely have been on dating apps before, though.
I've never been on a dating app my entire life.
What is up, you guys? We're Car and Bry, and today we're going to talk about our age gap and some of the differences that we have. Who was your first celebrity crush, and do you still stand by it?
I'm embarrassed that I remember this one more easily than the other answers to the questions we've had. But for sure, Carmen Electra. And that was because one of my buddies had it on his wall. In fact, Ryan, I think it was your brother. We'll conceal his identity so we don't let his name out. But
Don't expose him.
if you know, you know. He had a picture, a poster of her on his wall. And I remember being, I don't know, 13, 14, young, being over there. And at the time, like, internet's not like it was today, right? So that was like, that was some gold. Now, is she still amazing today? I have no idea,
Yeah.
but probably not. I would pick Carly Tolman from the Car and Bry show.
Aww. Does she sing, or what does she? Do you know what she did?
She was a model slash actress.
Okay, a mattress actress or a real actress?
No, she was a real actress.
Okay.
She was married to Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
She was married to him for a while.
Okay. Mine, besides Justin Bieber, was the guy who played Peter Pan on the live action Peter Pan. I'll put a picture of him because I don't know his name. But oh, he was everything. He was so hot.
We need to fact check this.
Stand on business.
I'm just so curious what he looks like.
Yeah, I think he might have gone downhill. Like, I don't think he's cute now to this day.
Yeah, interesting.
We'll see. Justin Bieber, I do not stand by that now.
Oh wow.
I love him. I think that he's very troubled right now, and I think that he's going through it. I'm not like, oh my gosh, you're like so beautiful and hot.
You know what's crazy is I hated the Biebs for absolutely no other reason except for people liked him, like girls liked him. And then I started listening to his music maybe when me and you got together. Bieber fever for sure. Like, dude, that dude is solid, man.
Yeah.
What a good guy. And life has got to be difficult for him. Yes,
Right.
he's got a whole bunch of money, but I can't imagine the other demons that he's sleeping with. So
Right.
I feel for the guy.
Yeah.
Like, seems to be a very nice guy who just wants some privacy. And with the whole Diddy thing exploding, and it's terrible. I really feel for that guy.
Yeah. It's very sad.
What was dating like before social media and dating apps? Was that even a thing for you? You grew up before social media?
Well, I was about 12 when we were pretty like heavily on Facebook. So, yes and no. Dating apps for sure. Like, I was probably 20 when they were popular. So yeah, like I wasn't a teenager by any means. I don't even think you can be a teenager on Tinder. I'm not sure, maybe 18 or so. But I didn't think I got on dating apps until I was early 20s.
So how did you date before that?
High school and college, just like meeting people. I definitely have been on dating apps before, though, but you haven't probably.
I've never been on a dating app my entire life.
Yeah, you're not missing much, really.
No. Dating for me was the awkward conversation, sort of like when we record these videos and we don't know what to say. And so you just kind of stand there, like looking at the camera, like it's going to give you some sort of motivation to say something. Sure. But it was having the weird conversation with whoever you liked, or writing them a note and, do you like me? Please circle one yes or no. And sometimes you'd get it back and they wrote maybe and they'd circle it. But it was like, yeah, we're in it. Let's go.
It's a maybe.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah. But that was dating before social media. I mean, It was like getting out and actually going places and seeing things. Right. A lot of going to the movie theater, a lot of going to the bowling alley, believe it or not. Like going to the mall was huge, but again, there was no Netflix or
Yeah,
internet to just suck the brain right out of your head. Like you had to do some real activities.
for sure. Were house phones a thing when you like? Would you like call
Yes.
somebody up and like talk to them on their house phone?
Yeah, we had one 801
Oh,
974.
nice, babe.
Yeah.
Good memory. Yeah.
I'd be interested to know if anyone actually picks up. Maybe we should bleep that out. But yeah, that was big. I mean, in fact, what I used to do when I'd come home from us being out would be I would call my buddy, pick up the phone and call my buddy and be like, "Hey, Andrew, we're home now. Call me and ask if I can spend the night." They're I want to say excuse, mom, dad, but you'd be like, as long as your friends are asking you and you're not the one sort of asking because of the time at night. Sometimes it was like 9 o'clock or something.
Sure.
And so, funny enough, we get home and then Andrew's calling asking if I could spend the night, right? And a
And
lot
then
of
you'd go out
times,
with your girlfriend.
a lot of times my parents would say okay, and so we just go over there and hang out.
Right.
And we didn't have girlfriends, but we pretended to cruise around the neighborhood at, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night looking for women. Which surprise, surprise, there were none.
I do like. I think I went on more dates in high school. And then when I got to college, it was very much the culture of like Netflix and chill. Like, hey, come over. We're just going to like watch a movie. And I think that that is like not great. If you're doing that and you're trying to find somebody like to be your long term partner, it's just like you got to put in effort and you got to like go out and be in the wild and like see what that person is like. People are just trying to hook up, you know?
Yeah, I
Just
agree
hook
with
up
that.
culture.
I agree 100% with that.
Which is not great.
No. How do you get directions, or how did you get directions when you were a teen? The first time I drove to California to see my parents, they had moved there. I moved with them, and then I moved back to Utah. But when I went out to go visit them, for those who know, I went to mapquest.com and printed off the map from Utah to Palmdale, California. And that's how I got there. Had to print it off, and then I had to hope there was no road construction or any changes or road closures.
Yeah, because
It
then what do you
was,
do?
yeah, it was nerve wracking. In fact, I remember I made the wrong turn and I went down part of the scenic Route 66, I think, even like it was like a
Really?
dirt part.
Oh.
And I might have even called a 3-digit number saying I'm lost.
Oh, did you
I
really?
think I did. I really do. Like I don't distinctly remember, but I want to say that that comes to mind
Right.
because I was so cognizant of how much money I had to
Yeah.
be able to fill up my gas tank, and I was getting to a quarter tank already, and I was
Oh,
like
geez.
so far from a gas station, and I kept thinking if I just keep driving, I'll run into another one.
No way, man. Oh,
Good old MapQuest.
terrible.
You guys will never know. Well, some of you will know.
I don't. I don't know the MapQuest life. I definitely rely on maps. Like, I think that I grew up in a generation where we are reliant on maps to like get us anywhere, and I think that that really hindered a part of my brain where like the directions come from because I just don't, and maybe not, like maybe there are people my age that are fabulous with directions and like can get everywhere, they don't need them, but I need them. And I know a lot of people, like when I'm sitting talking to my friends, like we all have maps everywhere we go.
I think that's fine though. I like to maps where I go now as well, just because with the Google Live updates, like it will tell you construction and road closures and
Right.
the fastest route. You don't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think a lot of people using that has made a whole bunch of people unaware of their surroundings, and they don't know north, east, south,
For sure.
west. They're just kind of like, I remember we were sort of in this area, and I'm
Yeah.
like, we've been in this area 100 times.
Yeah.
Like you should know exactly where we're at. Carly, anyways.
What is a chore or life skill your generation had to learn that younger people don't?
How to read a map.
Yeah, literally what I was just thinking. Case and point. No more questions, Your Honor.
Using your legs. We had to walk everywhere, and nowadays I just feel like people are asking their parents to give them a ride everywhere. You know, like I had a bicycle.
Oh, for sure.
So that
For
bicycle
sure.
took me everywhere, to
Yeah.
my friend's house, to the store, you
Right.
name it. And I just feel like that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like, do
Yeah.
people still have bicycles? Is that still a thing?
I think so, but maybe just
Yeah.
less prevalent. I do think a lot of parents are also afraid of crime, you know, like they're afraid to like have their kids be out and about. I think it was, I don't know if it was safer back in the day. Maybe it just like social media wasn't so prevalent, so people didn't hear every single tragedy that was going on in the world at all times, you know? So people are very hyper vigilant, I think, now, to be cautious and maybe overtly so.
That's a really good point.
Also, going out and hanging out with your friends. I know Bentley will just play games with his friends on his computer or on the Xbox and FaceTime them or call them and just have them there.
100% correct.
Yeah.
Like, us going to go play video games, even, like, we would go to our buddy's house and then go play on his
Yeah,
unit, and it
for
wasn't
sure.
through the internet or anything like that. It was more, I don't know, personable then.
Yeah.
Now it's just sort of removed. You know, they're
Yeah.
almost just kind of going through the process to go through the process. This isn't that big of one, but learning how to write in cursive. I don't even think they teach
Yes.
that anymore.
I learned how to write in cursive, but I do think it was like a couple years after me that they stopped doing it.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I bet some of you can show cursive to your kids, and you probably already know this, and they have no
Yeah.
idea what it even is, what it
Right.
says. Which one of us is more likely to fall for a scam text?
We all know it's me. Brian is just too smart for that. He out scam a scammer, man. Yeah.
I've got some stuff for sale listed, as you know, right now, and
Yes.
I get scam messaged 3 or 4 times a day
Yeah. On the
for them.
marketplace.
Yeah, for them trying to buy stuff. And then I also get scam calls trying to set me up with Medicare and Medicaid. So
I wish we had it on recording for our Vegas vlog because seriously, like multiple times a day, I'm too young. I don't qualify. Too young.
who's more dramatic about back pain? I already know. It's Carly again. It's 100% me. And let me be dramatic. I was in a car accident in 2017, May 23rd, I think. And they finally had to go in and do shoulder surgery months later. But since that car accident, I just feel like it's messed up my lower back. It's made it a ton worse,
Yeah.
to the point now where I have sciatica. So the my left leg on the outside will go numb depending on how I'm sitting, or laying down on the couch, which is absolutely frustrating. So
Yeah.
yes, my back definitely does hurt a lot more, and I probably do complain a lot more. But noted.
But you do have a good reason. You have a very, very valid reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not just because you old. You're still young, baby.
No, it's partly true, partly not true. Apparently,
Apparently,
when you're in a car accident, apparently your back apparently starts to hurt.
And apparently, I've never been on live television before.
that is it, you guys. Let us know. Did you like it? Did you enjoy this? This was a new thing for us. So let us know. We have a few videos coming your way. We maybe won't tell you right now. We throw away the key, but it's coming.
I would love to hear some of your guys' answers to some of these things. Like, if you feel brave enough, any of these questions,
Yes.
just pop it in the comment box below. Like, let us know. It's so interesting as we talk through this. I like the map one specifically. Just especially now, kids will never have to grow up with a printed map to try and find someplace.
Yeah.
Right? There was
Totally.
me and you were talking about, I can't remember what it was even about, but someone had said to two groups of generations, pretend that you're talking on the phone or show me that you're talking on the phone. How would you do it?
Oh yeah, I
And
saw
and
this.
the older generation, the much wiser, better looking generation, went like this, right?
Yeah.
Because we had to close it. And the younger generation went like this
Yeah.
because the phones are now the
Yeah.
candy bar. Like, it's an Apple phone, like it doesn't fold. You know, and for me, that was, I don't know, it's so weird to even think that way. Long story short, I would love to know if you guys are brave enough to share what some of your answers are below. Be fun to read them.
Yes.
See you later.
All right then. The joys of the YouTube channel. We do it for you guys. We just had to re-record a little bit because it wasn't recording. That's my bad. I apologize.
Third take. Here we go.
Third take. We all know it's me, okay?
Probably the other thing too